Hey, welcome everyone to the Sketch Zone podcast. I'm Carlos Gomez. And we were going to have a quote unquote special guest by the name of Charlie B. Williams, but he got stuck at work. So instead, let's go ahead and, I should say, not instead, let's go ahead and just. That's a good one. Let's introduce Jack Kasperzak.
Hello, peoples. I have to
Hey-o.
be the half special guest today.
So yeah, what the original plan was going to be is since there's a lot of folks that they say all the special guests that you guys have on the show are excellent and we love it, but we hear bits and pieces of you guys and what you guys are doing. Would it be possible to learn more about you guys? You guys meaning Charlie, Jack, and me. And then Charlie was going to be the guy this week, and I have all my notes for Charlie, and then he decided to be stuck at work.
Oh, work.
So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have pretty much the same. Well, let me say this. If you are watching, let's do this. If you're watching live, you can.
Oh man, come on.
You can use the chat. But if you're not live, you can use the Sketch Zone hotline. 408 Sketch 8. That's 408-753-8248. You can leave us a message while the show is happening, but if you are watching live, you can definitely leave us a messages in the chat, which is what I'm trying to find right now. And it's just taking way too long. That'll end up popping up. So trust me, we'll track it down. However, the way we start, man, I am so ate up right now. Instagram. Let's go ahead and start the show off the way we start the show off all the time by doing
everybody's
own fun prompt.
Let's go to the canvas here and let's get started. I believe every day's a good day when you paint.
That's right, folks. Every single day is a good day when you paint. So the Sketch Zone fun prompt last week was inside the house of an old sea captain.
I dropped the ball again.
No, this is a judge-free zone.
That is true, folks. That's the point of this. Anything
here's
you
the
want.
first one.
I like the line quality he's been posting.
Yeah, No, it's a guy. I actually started talking to him. G. Lowry illustration. He and I had a nice, really cool conversation on Instagram.
It's
Graham. So yeah, looks like they're playing Battleship, which is number one, a fantastic game. Number two, it's hilarious because they're on a ship, they're playing Battleship.
And I think the octopus is trying to cheat because
he's fighting off the crab.
I don't know what's going on under the table there, but I like it.
He's thinking very, very.
B5. Hey, that looks familiar, artist.
Oh, hey. Oh, hang on. Let's twist that like that.
What's he making?
Just so you know, I'm also streaming on Instagram. So, quick little shout out to Rookie Shy, Sean Vasquez. Who else is there? Poppy Head. Landon. Jill Reformato is there. Dare 1127. Art by Grum. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So yeah, back to it. Yours truly. Do you remember last week we were talking about, we had a nice conversation with Sean about about Red Lobster Bay.
That's true.
Bay
He's doing
biscuits.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So my not pirate, but my sea captain is having some Cheddar Bay biscuits. And he has
Man, I need to go pick some of those up.
I have a box downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't yet gotten into that yet.
I need to get on there.
Tony Cartoonish.
I love
back
that.
at it.
And I just to realize that the sketch I'm doing is pretty much stealing this. Damn it! Starting over. I knew I saw this somewhere.
Dare 1127 says cheddar scones. Super excited about Cheddar Bay biscuits / scones. Let's see what else we have here. We have Dare 1127. Very nice. A little hammock action, taking a nap. But wait a minute, because I think, yep, this one, I'm glad we saved it for last because this is so clever.
It is. I saw that, and at first I didn't even realize it was for this prompt. And then I looked again, and I was like, "Oh, you clever sons of a!"
You get, man, yeah. Shiloh is just next level thinker.
Well, because he's always posting, stuff all the time. In between, he does ours, and he does some other ones, and he does.
Right.
So I thought it was just one of his characters, and then I was like, "Oh, you clever."
So yeah, Shiloh illustration never fails to amaze. I'm getting closer to finding the chat, but it's not happening that easily. Which brings me to pop out chat. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Thank you, everyone. Shiloh, Dare 1127. Tony Cartoonish. If you're not following Tony Cartoonish either, his stuff is really good. G Lowry illustration, fantastic dude. And of course, Coconut Justice. Sketchbook Jack is we're gonna use this time to get Sketchbook Jack back on track.
Yeah. That guy sucks.
Yeah. Dare 1127 says he hits it out of the park every time. Every single time. Shiloh is just kind of amazing. Oh yeah. And if you're watching on Instagram, that's Shiloh's work right there. I'm so
Where's your phone going?
Booyah.
Well, there we go.
So yeah. So I was giving the Instagram folks something to
Special
look at.
Special treatment.
All right. So now, with that being said, as always,
let's go over to the canvas here and let's get started. I believe every day's a good day when you're painting.
All right, Instagrams. A number between 1 and 5 while Carlos explains the rules. First one gets it.
Or we can ask Google to just.
Ooh, it's gonna be fancy.
All right. So I just shuffled. I'm gonna go ahead and lay these bad boys down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5.
Sure.
Oh, that's too much.
1.
1 is a situation.
What's 3? Landon says 3.
Landon says 3 is an object. So you know what?
I don't know. Maybe we put an object in a situation.
Man, see.
This
What
hasn't
we're gonna
been
do
done
is
so well.
Here. If he said 3, I'm gonna see what an object is. Because the situation is his inner demon manifested itself.
That's not terrible, actually. I could see that being interesting.
Help me. Talk me through that.
You don't picture like a demon busting out of someone's chest, or someone doing something mischievous, or some sort of satanic character, or perhaps in the more Shiloh-esque.
You know what we're gonna do?
I can't even get into Shiloh's head. I don't even know what he would do. Something clever.
Since I have people listening on Instagram, what I'm gonna do is
we got a couple of nopes. They don't like it.
Here, let's do this.
The people have spoken.
They don't want to do demons, which is kind of impressive. Can we come in? Yeah, exactly. That's where my head went.
We don't like throwing it old school back to Charlie's Demons.
Okay, so it's either that or the object is an error on the page. Wonderful, thank you.
An error on the page. Hey, Shiloh's in here.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so the object, if we want to do an object, the object is a creepy scarecrow.
Hey, that's not bad. But why is it always gotta be creepy?
I don't know.
Everything today seems to be like demonic, and
I know. So let's see. Let's see if we do another situation. The situation would be, we are not lost.
That's really what it is?
Yeah.
We are not lost.
Yeah. Or that's, meanwhile, Laker, hello. Shiloh says scarecrows are fun.
I do like scarecrows.
How about
the demon inside a scarecrow?
A demon busting out of a scarecrow.
I do like scarecrows.
On Instagram, check it out, guys. These are the official cards.
Homeless people can never
get cards.
Cards against Sketch Zone.
Sean Vasquez says homeless people can never be lost. Isn't that funny? He's a cop with a bad attitude.
I'm good with scarecrows.
All right, so let's do scarecrows.
Are we
I'm
going
going
with
Sketchbook Pro.
Okay, we're doing a drawing sesh today, guys.
Yeah, we're doing a drawing session.
Because Chuck straight up just pieced out. No, just kidding.
So you know what?
He's got real work.
I need to. I'm going to be updating the. So if you're watching on Instagram, you're going to see a lot of the backstage stuff that I do. I'm not just Chatty Cathy. I'm like Johnny on the spot when it comes to all the graphics and stuff too. But we don't need to. I might as well. I'll go ahead and post. Damn it. See, and this is why I need a new computer. Going to export artboards to files. Anyway, one of the things that I've been kicking around, I do all of this work on this one little laptop.
And by work, you mean the show, or you mean your professional work?
The show, professional work, graphics, designing, animation, cartooning, all that stuff. Everything that you see coming out of my house comes out of this one. Well, actually, I have a second laptop too, but that one doesn't get touched as much. I'll actually use my second laptop, like if I'm doing, say, motion motion tracking in After Effects. I'll take all the footage, send it to my other laptop, and I'll do that over there so it doesn't chew up any of the processing power that I have on this laptop. But that's getting to be a pain. So I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting rid of this laptop and getting a nice big desktop machine. And why this thing is not letting me do that, it's probably just because I'm not focusing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm going to get rid of this stuff, and I'm getting a big machine.
A big machine? What kind of machine?
I'm thinking a big, an older, because I'm not rich. I have to pay for it.
You don't want to pay $7,000 to $10,000 on a new Mac?
On the iMac Pro? Yeah, no. I'm thinking about getting an old Mac Pro. And I know that people are saying, oh, it's old, it hasn't been updated and since 2013, blah, blah, blah. Drunk guy at Walgreens right now. Sean Vasquez, the cop, is dealing with a drunk guy outside of Walgreens. But yeah, I think the multi-core processors that they have for the Mac Pros, mixed with the ability to be able to upgrade it some, and I am doing video editing and stuff like that. I have old Mac Pro money. I don't have new iMac Pro money. Plus, if I can sell this laptop and get a halfway decent return on it, then it'll be worth it.
Yeah, you should be. I think laptops, I mean, how old is the laptop?
Oh, it's only a couple years old.
Yeah, it's have pretty good resale value.
Well,
and I would think everybody's trying to get rid of their trash cans. So.
I know. I should
So maybe.
That's actually what I've been looking for, is something like that. I haven't even, I should probably, let's check on Craigslist real quick. Just to see what that would be like. Mac Pro. Whoa, here's one for sale for $21.
$21.
Something tells me something's wrong there.
You should jump on that. You should meet him in a abandoned parking lot and
probably They're probably be in an alley somewhere. They beat me up and take my wallet.
You should definitely do that.
There's just no, there's what do we have here? $2,050 for this one. 12, 16, 32, 64 gigabyte memory. That doesn't say anything to me. It's one or the other. You can't have all four at the same time. That means that you're full of it. Oh, and I can get some tires. Good. No, that was kind of useless. Whatever you do, don't go on Craigslist.com and look for computers, because it's not, at least a Mac Pro, it's not going to happen. Yeah, and that one for $21, they're probably going to just jack you and steal my car. Speaking of which, I'm glad I said that. Something happened, what, last month, probably?
Uh-oh. Yep, here we go.
As a lot of you know, I am on the team. Landon, the budget for the laptop, all the MacBook Pro money. I'm not going to get a laptop. I'm going to get a desktop. I need something that can handle motion graphics and video editing. And I've been doing a lot more of this Carlos's cartoon karaoke. So that type of stuff.
Love that stuff.
Dare 1127 said it's $21 for a paperweight.
Maybe they're going to sell you a real trash can.
They might. Here's a Mac Pro full of paper. Warranty until August 2018. I sell for $2,000. See, that's a little bit better.
I sell for. Good deal.
But you can only text them. Cash only.
Well, that's not unusual.
No, it's not.
Bitcoin only.
Right. So what are they're talking about 3.5 gigahertz, 6 core. Well, okay. Now we're talking. 2 AMD FirePro D500 graphics. Huh. I might have to save that. I'm over here cracking jokes. I'm glad I clicked on it. So yeah, anyway, I've been doing a lot more video work, and I got some hardware that I can probably get rid of that I'm not really using. So I'll probably be hitting on have you sold anything, or have you seen anything happen on what is that, Facebook Markets?
I haven't. I made a mirror version of the store that I have on my website.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's gotten exactly 0 views.
Perfect.
And I'm sure that's just partially me because I'm not pushing it at all or anything like that. But I don't know. I don't know if anybody out there been using it, because I get the premise and it sounds fine, but I don't know.
I don't either. So anyway, back to my story. Probably about a month ago, as you guys know, I've been helping out with this documentary. So Landon says I use FB Marketplace a bit. It's pretty good. What kind of stuff, Landon? What kind of stuff do you get from there? Because I've actually looked around for desk and tables and stuff like that. I've never bought anything, but I'm interested in knowing, like, is it like Craigslist, or are they forcing you to use Facebook Pay stuff?
Ah, that's right, because they have that pay system.
Yeah. So yeah, back to the story that's becoming super, super long. Probably about a month ago, one of the guys that's helping make this documentary, Midway documentary, he went in to watch Star Wars, and someone stole his van and all of the equipment that was in it. Well, it wasn't all of the equipment, but there was quite a bit of equipment in there. Landon said, sold a ton of stuff before I moved to California, and then more stuff when I moved into a teeny studio. Oh, that makes sense. I might give that a go. See if I can't unload some stuff. Because I think eBay they started charging. So you don't even, it's a thing. Anyway.
eBay's been charging, I think, like kind of since their inception.
Yeah. I've sold some things that I remember having to pay when it was big ticket items. Like I sold my motorcycle on eBay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, let me get to the story. DJ Risky Business had some equipment in his van. He went to go see Star Wars, and his van was stolen. And so we have a GoFundMe. So if you go to gofundme.com/MidwayDoc, DOC, MidwayDoc, you'll see we lost some light stands, I think some lighting, and some tripods. So if you guys can help, it'd be greatly appreciated. Take a look. I don't even know what's going on in there. GoFundMe.com/Midway Doc. I don't know how. I think that's just a donation system. I don't think that there's any way to get a. Whoa, Eric Caldwell with $300. Yeah, son. Yeah, so take a look. If you can help, cool. It's greatly appreciated. You will be definitely getting some sort of shout out on this show, as well as on the Midway radio show. All of that stuff. Like, we've been doing that project out of pocket, and it's just an incredible blow, a kick to the gut when someone steals the van and your equipment and stuff. Like, everything has been whatchamacallit, out of pocket and super tight. Yeah. Your echo, Jack, is probably my fault, so I'm gonna put my headphones back in. Beer Run Bobby, he's on there. Yeah, son. Do you wanna tag team on here?
Yeah, I'm saying hey.
Okay, because I can add you to the video. So anyway, if you're watching on Instagram, we are drawing today, and we are drawing a creepy scarecrow. So what I did is I pulled up some images of some scarecrows. And some creepy stuff, because I had an idea for creepy, but it was probably like completely.
I got to hear what it is, because I have a feeling I might have thought of something similar.
I was thinking, oh, it's gross. I was thinking of a like when people. It's almost like, here, let me see if I can, because it's going to take way too long to describe. Like when people look over their shoulder and they have this crazy, weird smile on their face. Like you don't know what they're doing. Like they might be like,
I was thinking of a guy sitting on a subway and, like, creepily eyeing up some folks next to him. So this is similar, but I know what you're talking about.
Still there? I was gonna show him something real quick. Beer Run Bobby and I are working on some stuff together. Yeah, I've been busy, man. It's not even gonna make a lot of sense, but anyway. So yeah, I was thinking of a really creepy in a different way, not necessarily a. Why is that? Cintiq, you're starting to drive me crazy. Oh, Dave Atsy said, Sketchbook Jack uses Sketchbook Pro. Nice.
Sometimes I do, Dave. Sometimes I do. It's a tear in the universe. It's a user using a program that has the same name.
Oh, how did this spin around? There we go. Let's see. Beer Run Bobby. This one's for you, bro. Look at that. It's got that, and then we got.
You're the angle. There you go. Okay. So for those of you not on Instagram, Carlos is showing sneak peeks of some caricature work. Get up on the Instagrams.
Dare 1127 said, "God, I'm old. Pen and paper for me."
See, I would do pen and paper, but it's a little hard to stream. I know I could set up a phone and whatnot, but
yeah,
it just makes it so easy, and I can just share my screen. But I do love my pen and paper. I gotta say,
I do too.
I have not lost the love for that.
Neither have I, and I forget how much fun. Is it still echoey, Jack?
No, but now we got some horror music playing. It was a ooh. No, but the echo's good.
That was my desk coming down.
Ah.
All right. Creepy scarecrow. I'm gonna take a look at what you're doing.
We're going kind of Max Fleischer style with a guy who's trying to be creepy but just isn't cutting it. You know, like that goofy uncle who's just. All right, well, let's see. I got to figure out who he's trying to scare. Maybe some crows, but that seems to be the obvious.
I might actually set up the paper and pencil because my Cintiq is, you know, like when you draw and then you pick up the pen and it continues to draw.
Well, so I don't know if it's the drivers or what's going on, but I've had a lot of problems with my Cintiq. And the hotkeys kind of pop in and out from working, and you go to one window and then the functionality like totally stops in Photoshop for a while, and
let's see.
I don't know what's going on.
Yay, Sean Vasquez is back. Adobe Spark is joined. Hi, Adobe Spark. Let's do sometimes when the Cintiq starts to act up, it just means that there's an update available. But it says that it's up to date, and I'm not about to restart my computer. Anyway. I'm trying to find a good. Ooh, how about? Ooh, I think I'm in. That's that goofy smile I wanted to find right there. If there's anyone that's out there watching and you guys want to join us, let me know. We'll send you an invite.
Yeah, we can add some folks and do a jam sesh.
Drawing jam sesh.
So, what goes through your mind when you work on one of these? Are you trying to do something unexpected? Are you just going for the first thing that comes to your head? Are you?
For me, it depends. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that at all. We should get, hey, Brian, if you want to come on the show and draw with us, that would be amazing.
Brian
McGeezer. One of the guys behind the ever popular Brother Man comics.
Yes.
That
That would be something.
Last.
That would be something.
All right, that might do it there. All right. So for me, let's see. When I'm thinking of drawing something, I have a rough idea of what it is that I want to do. This oh, see, it's doing it again. So this one, I had an idea, like creepy, not necessarily like evil creepy. Well, I guess it is kind of evil creepy, but I wanted to have like almost like a pervy. That's even better. Oh, yeah. See, because I didn't want to do like creepy.
How about
like
you do a Harvey Weinstein scarecrow?
Kind of, yeah. That's
a Hollywood producer scarecrow.
So what if the scarecrow, like, here, I'm gonna do this.
You want a part in my movie?
I want to see what this type of person would be wearing.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't get a damn thing to draw on here. And some problems with my hotkeys.
I just did a search on Google for creepy guy at bar.
Well, that's careful what you search for.
Yeah, I don't see anything worth the time. So what if the scarecrow were actually sitting there? The scarecrows usually wear like overalls and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, good.
What if he's got this big, a perfect circle? It's not. It's not. It's pretty close though. So yeah, so what if he is it would be funny. What if he's like just standing there like this and he's got his arm on the bar? He's got his drink up like this, yeah?
Oh, yes. That pose.
But then down here.
Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay. What is, you get a corn cob sticking out? What's going on here? But then down here. It is a corn cob.
A clown outfit. Yeah, eventually it will be. But right now he's corn cobbing in a big way.
No, that's just some genital warts going on.
That's
fix that. That's not appropriate for this kid-friendly channel.
Is that a corn cob in your pocket?
Or are you a scarecrow?
Speaking of, I have a pun not intended. I have a bone to pick with YouTube.
Yeah, okay, YouTube. I know we're like live on you and all that, but
I know. So this is the story.
All about how our life got turned up.
So as you guys know, this is I'm about to lie. We make our living off of YouTube views. That's a lie. We do. Yeah, Sean, it's a pocket rocket. It does look like it's coming out of his pocket. I want that to come straight out of his wanker hole. But so what wasn't it this week that I shared that email with you guys?
Yep.
YouTube continues to find ways. They're trying to find ways to make money because, believe it or not, YouTube itself is they're not making a profit. So Google is actually, they're probably they're losing money, which fair enough, but
not my problem. No, I'm just kidding.
Not my problem. Why is it? So what they're doing is they changed the rules again. So before, when we first started Sketch Zone, we were ineligible to make money on YouTube because we didn't have enough followers. Well, we grew the channel and we got enough followers and we started making quote unquote money. We've been doing this show for 3 years and our bank has gone up to significantly to $25 all time.
That's right. We're rich.
Just rolling in it. And we're not saying that to complain.
Viewers. Thank you, viewers.
Yeah.
It's all you.
We're not saying that to complain. We're just saying that, like, if there's folks out there that are looking to YouTube to make a living,
we're gonna get blackballed from YouTube just for your drawing.
I guess you can say I'm upset.
Yeah.
So then
you need to put a censor bar over that.
We grew the channel. That fixes the whole thing. Is the cob pre or post popped? It's popped. That was a good one. That's a funny one. Dare 1127. That's hilarious. So yeah, then YouTube goes and they change the rules again. So we grew the channel big enough to where we started making, like I said, just a little bit of dough. $25 in 3 years. So that's probably what, I mean, maybe a penny per hour.
Hey.
And it's less than that because I'm not even counting all the stuff that we have to do behind the scenes, all the planning and reaching out and all that stuff. But anyway, so YouTube went ahead and changed the rules again. And well, we dodged the bullet. We dodged the bullet probably 3 times, I would say. So the first time, we're ineligible to make any kind of money, which is fine because we're growing the channel. Then we started growing the channel and they changed the rules.
Gotcha, bitch.
They sure did.
They got us in a big way. Which is fine because, you know, it didn't change our eligibility or anything. So fine, whatever. We have, you know, a bunch of 100 people that watch the channel or that have subscribed. But then YouTube changed the rules again. And this time we are yet again ineligible for making any kind of money because we don't have that many subscribers.
So now it's about subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah. So We're still going to continue to do the show because I don't think that.
Hey, I was doing this for the $25. Now that it's not, I'm not getting 25. I'm out.
You know, I didn't even think about that. That's probably why Charlie's not here.
Yeah, he
Charlie just tapped out.
Said, I don't give my $25. I'm gonna tell him I'm working.
Yep. Corn liquor in that glass. Hell yeah, moonshine, son.
I'm interested to see who this guy's talking to. I'm gonna steal your idea of little frizzies in the hat. I like that.
Oh, you know what else? We need to.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Like a lot.
I like it. No.
So yeah. Damn it, YouTube. Right when we were on our way to the millions.
You were about to get me out of a real jam. I owed somebody $26 and I was now I'm gonna go to jail, YouTube.
No, now I'm gonna have to kill somebody.
What do you got to say about that? I'm gonna have to start filming dead bodies in the forest just to get views.
What was that all about?
Yeah. So for those of you who hadn't heard, who don't follow these knuckleheads, as you all know, there's a fairly large community of millennial, late teen, 20-something YouTubers who are effectively millionaires now that are making their living off of videos on YouTube, which, more power to them.
Zone.
Yeah, like us, until they took it away. And I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna knock that. If you found an outlet and you found a way to make millions off of YouTube, by all means, make your paper boo boo. But so what happened though?
Make your paper boo boo.
What happened is this.
What had happened was.
What had happened? What's this guy's name? I can't see. I don't even follow these kids, so I don't know what the hell this kid's name is. He's
some YouTube
Logan. No, Logan. It doesn't matter. Somebody listening knows. So he's one of these guys who makes all these videos, and they're usually like kind of like jackass type of videos where he's doing something silly, something stupid, or he's pranking his friends, or he's just doing something silly. And it's kind of the vast majority of them. And he's got a lot of followers, doing quite well, and he makes his money off of the advertisement on YouTube, which can be quite lucrative, as others have proven. But he kind of crossed the line by going to the famous forest in Japan, the one known as the Suicide Woods, and they went hiking. And I guess on top of everything he did, that area already is kind of restricted by the local government. So there's that issue. But he went in there, and sure enough, there was a dead body. There was somebody who had hung themselves from the tree, and he filmed it. And him and his friends, he put his reaction up on his channel, and it's, oh my God, guys, there's a body, and oh my, you're freaking out. And some people were saying he was laughing at it. I don't know if I saw that, but and of course the whole internet freaked out, partially because he's monetizing this. He's monetizing somebody's death, but it also, morally, a lot of people claim that it crossed the line, that he shouldn't be posting dead bodies. He shouldn't be doing it. And then, so YouTube, it's actually a violation of their terms of service of use that you can't post dead bodies unless it's, fake in terms of like a movie production or artwork or anything like that. But you can't just post dead bodies. So they fined him or whatever, and then they took the video down. So, the internet just exploded on him. And then the part where it got really interesting, everybody's allowed to make mistakes. That was really dumb, but I'm willing to give the kid, a pass. Not a pass, but, a second chance. Not that I watch his channel or anything, but you know what I mean. So, but then he decides, okay, I'm going to make right. and I'm going to issue an apology video. Well, that's when the internet really got mad at him, because he decided to monetize his apology video. And he made something like $15,000 off of an apology video. It was like a 2-minute apology video. And so that raises these interesting questions about people who monetize, how the internet is being monetized, how everything is based off views and advertisement and, you know, subscribers. And it's a little bit like that Black Mirror episode, you know, where the girl is, your whole life is based on your likes and how popular you are, and it's going to start dictating how you can get a mortgage and how much your coffee costs at Starbucks and all this crazy stuff. So to me, you know what? I mean, posting the dead body, it is what it is. I mean, it's tacky and it's tasteless, and I think he learned this lesson. But I think the bigger question here is kind of this, there's a secondary moral question that we're all kind of participating in, is like, where do we draw the line on what should and shouldn't be able to be monetized and make money off of? Effectively, you know, the very thing that people, your customers, got upset about, you are able to make money off of it.
Right.
I mean, this is a little in line with, you know, there's a whole conspiracy theory and about the guy who owned the 9/11, the twin towers, and he made all this money off of the insurance off those. And, you know, I know there's of course always a business in other people's pain and other people's failures, but I mean, this one,
that's media in general.
It's what in general?
Media.
Yeah, and I guess part of the reason I'm having a hard time with this is because we've sort of been led to believe that, you know, obviously I'm not that stupid, and I realize that it's still a media run service and things, but things like YouTube and Vimeo and Twitch and all these things kind of portray themselves as giving the little guy an opportunity and giving the little guy the upper hand, and yet all these kind of same odd moral conundrums still apply even in these platforms. And I don't know how to balance that in my brain about, like, you know, people can still make millions and be super successful, and not just off of controversy, but out of like flat out like distasteful behavior and you know, things that I think should, you know, in some countries are illegal or are breaking the law. But it's like, as long as you got it on film and your viewers watch it, like you could be making, it's a very, I don't know. What do you think about it?
I'm torn too, because we live in a capitalist society, and if you play by the rules of capitalism, you're supposed to go out and invent new ways to make money.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to put out into the market what you think will sell. And if it sells, then you're a genius. And if it doesn't, then you go back and you try it all over again, right? And so YouTube is that. There's been people didn't really realize that there was other people that would watch people play video games. And so there's these guys that are guys and girls, you know, because there's girls that made a ton of money doing that too. But there's people out there that are making a ton of money by playing video games. And they found a way to make money. So there you have it. Just like porn, just like everything. People are in this society, when you open the doors to capitalism, you're supposed to be able to let people do whatever it is that they want to do to find. And then the market dictates, if it's tasteless, you don't watch it. If this guy was doing something stupid and people went and he made $15,000 off of an apology or whatever. You should have never watched it. You know,
Right.
at the same time, you know, there's all these guys, not all these guys, but like Jackass. Jackass was making that whole team made so much money off of doing stupid stuff. So good for you. You figured it out and you made your money. That's where my that's where the dilemma kicks in for me, because there should be a limit. But if you're playing to the rules of capitalism, that kid should have, and you want to put some sort of, what do you want to call it, rules, I guess, to it. Or not even rules. If you think, this is what I'm trying to say. If you think that seeing a dead person on a YouTube channel is tasteless, then you don't watch it.
Yeah.
And you especially don't watch his apology, because you know it's dumb. Like, apologies these days are so dumb. Ooh, I'm sorry for, you know, whatever stupid action that I did. And everyone knows that there's a lot of folks out there that have apologized for doing some really stupid things. They didn't mean it. They're just doing that because they just want you to come back and watch their YouTube channel, or you want to, or they want you to buy their album after they did stupid stuff, or go watch their movie. Like, whatchamacallit, that one English actor that got caught picking up, Hey Solstice short film. If you guys aren't following them, those guys are badasses.
It's pretty awesome.
But what, where was I going with that?
English actor.
The English actor that got caught picking up hookers right before the release of his movie. And I think to myself, oh, okay, that was just a publicity stunt. And he came on the Tonight Show, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I have to apologize to all my fans and all this stuff." And I'm like, man, if you guys don't see through that one, right? people went out and saw his movie. You know, so like, what do you do? What do you say to that? Like, he's playing by the rules technically. If you're gonna let the market dictate, you should have never went to go see his movie.
Well, and I guess that's where I get all kind of flustered and depressed in a way, because, you know, like Dare 1127 on Instagram is saying, you know, this is all on the buyer, it's all on the consumer, and that's true. I mean, like you said, if you don't think it's tasteful, then you shouldn't watch it. But the part that upsets me is that a lot of people did. He made 15 grand off of an apology video. I don't know how much money he made off of the original you know, posting of the death video, or if YouTube took that money back. I don't really know, but the market does like this stuff, you know, and maybe not everybody, and clearly the internet got upset at him, you know, to a certain extent, but there's a lot of people that want to see that stuff, watch it. I mean, there's, you know, entire websites devoted to torture porn and all that type of stuff. I mean, obviously there's this side of humanity, and I guess that's where I start to get worried, because, you know, there is a market for this.
Right. Yeah, and that's the scary part of it, is that it doesn't even matter. Dare 1127 wants to know if my scarecrow is at the Crowbar.
Ooh, that would be a great name for a bar, the Crowbar.
What character would a scarecrow be trying to pick up?
Well, not a crow. Maybe a Pumpkinhead.
Dorothy. Maybe a lion.
There you go.
or a Tin Man. Hey.
I wish I could share a story on this show about. I was just all right. Never mind. I was thinking, so clearly, if he's at a gay bar, and then I was thinking about a guy that's fully covered in silver paint, and well, I have a story, but I can't really share it. It involves someone semi-high profile that I probably shouldn't be spreading rumors.
Oh, all right, hang on. I have to go live again on Instagram. I guess we've been talking for over an hour. Yeah. So Landon Wilson is on the YouTube chat. Landon, if you go to patreon.com/coconutjustice, and that's for anyone here.
Oh, look at
there.
you working this free market.
Yeah, right. Go to patreon.com/coconutjustice, and I set up a Patreon, and I think there's some pretty unique stuff that you can get back. I need to get back to doing.
What do you have on your rewards?
There's some stuff like, actually, hang on, let me pull it up because.
Pimp it out.
If you there's stuff like one of the cool things that I know I liked, and I thought that was cool, that I thought it was a pretty unique thing. At a certain level, you become basically a producer of Sketch Zone. And so, yeah, I can't remember. There's things like I'll give you like high res files of stuff that I've made. There's stuff like hang out with me as I prepare for Sketch Zone. So I try to do some homework on all the guests that come on. And so if you guys want to come and hang out with me and help me like create questions and just do research and stuff like that, you can come and hang out with me and do that. What else? There's other things like t-shirts and but yeah, like there's a tier in there that means we will mention you on all of the podcasts as long as you're a patron.
Yeah, so let's stop talking about Dave Etsy because he's not paying.
Yeah, no more Dave Etsy. You're gonna have to pay for this friendship.
You too, shallow.
Yeah,
we need to reach our $25 again.
So yeah, and I want to get more active. I want to do more stuff in there too, like more unique stuff. I'm not trying to do the same old stuff that everyone is doing. Ooh, I don't know if people want high resolution files of the stuff that I'm making, but hi Liz. So yeah, check it out. And then if you have any ideas, because I've been making a lot of stuff. Like I'm gonna try to figure out how to get the cartoon karaoke in there too. Like maybe you
in the back seat.
Maybe you're in the back seat.
Right, no camera.
Or something. But you know how, I mean, like literally everything that we do on this show has always been for more exposure for everyone, for the community. And so I'm kind of trying to do that. So yeah, go take a look at that. He should be trying to pick up a Nebraska Cornhusker. Dude, Dare 1127, where have you been all my life?
In the chat room.
Cornhusker.
That's a lot of innuendo going on in that image.
And their mascot actually fits into the gay bar theme too, because it's this big country boy with a big old cowboy hat and overalls. I like that idea. What else? Or what? What if he's picking on? What's that? You know, the hot air corn popper.
The air pop, yeah, air. What do they call that? Or you could do one of those old school like circus pop roller carts. You know, have the big wagon wheels that people have in like offices in their basements and stuff.
Yeah, so this guy would be like, it would be like with the little buttercup up here.
Oh yeah, melted butter. That's what he wants.
This is turning into a fiasco. It's an Orville Redenbacher.
Orville Redenbrains.
Punny. See? I'd have to figure that one out though. Is it bigger than life? I like that. I like where we're going with that.
Extra salt.
Make it crunchy. So if that's his knee, I want another tear right there. And maybe that's going on the outside. So there. Uh-oh. See, I'm starting to get I'm starting to get intellectuals and people of substance on the Instagram feed. I was starting to get nervous.
Uh-oh.
So the fun prompt for the Sketch Zone weekly fun prompt is a creepy scarecrow, and my scarecrow is creepy because he's at the bar and he's got corn knob and he's flirting with a popcorn blower. Oh Lord. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I gotta figure out what I want to do with this popper though. It might not even be the right time for this. Or it could just be normal size and it's just on the bar and he just doesn't know any better. He's like, hey girl.
He doesn't discriminate by height.
Hell no. Everybody likes little people. what if the corn popper's on a bench? Or a stool.
A bar stool.
Yeah.
Drinking a glass of melted butter.
Yes. Oh, hey, Beastat Bay logged in too. What's going on, sir? So the Sketch Zone fun prompt is a creepy scarecrow, and mine is totes creepy. I used to work with this girl that she would go to the clubs and stuff, and guys would always hit on her, and so she wanted a T-shirt that said, what was it? Know your level, I think it was. And she's like, I'm not trying to be conceited or anything, but there's some guys that just need to understand.
That is just true.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
I read the funniest thing. I don't know if it was on Facebook or some meme or something, but the cruelest things that people did in a bar or whatever. This girl was really disgusted by this guy who kept following her, and he asked for her number, and so she goes, all I did was just change his mom's contacts to my name. I hope she likes dick pics. Can you imagine? Oh my God.
That would be funny. This might be too much information, but yeah, I mean, we might. Well, so it was when I was in Germany, and there was this girl that just wanted to hang out, and I was like, nah, it just wasn't gonna work out. And she kept asking my name, and so I told her it was Alex. And then kind of a long story short, my one of my friends ended up talking to her, and she ended up coming back to the barracks with him, and she kept calling me Alex, and everyone else kept calling me Carlos.
Oh boy.
She's like, why is everybody calling you Carlos? I was like, because they're racist, like whatever. Yeah. I was like, dude, what are you doing to me?
You can bring folks back to the barracks, huh?
Yeah, when you're in yeah. I mean, there's certain times where you can't, but for the most part, like they can't spend the night or anything like that. But yeah, it's it was kind of during the day. And he really liked her and stuff, and I was just like, you guys stop talking to me. My buddy likes you a lot, and like my name is not really Alex. All right, yeah. So you know what I should have done is I should have been saving this entire time.
Yeah, you know what? A good reminder.
I don't know why his. It's say something, Jack.
I'm here. Say what?
It's not flipping over to your drawing when you told.
Ah, man, people haven't been seeing anything I do.
No.
You're probably presenting.
Dave Atsy says he's going to start calling me Long Story Long Carlos. Landon said, got to get that old MacBook Pro YouTube money.
Old MacBook Pro had. We do. We got to get our YouTube back.
Yeah, we got to get those followers up.
Well, let's go
Hey,
post
Laura
it.
B.
Let's go
Lansky.
find a dead body.
And
then apologize for it.
Right.
Hey, YouTube, I just want to apologize for Carlos's story.
It's
sorry if it
super
offended
long.
you.
And that's the other thing. They're struggling with, well, YouTube is struggling with trying to find a way to make money. Which is incredible
amazing.
because
it really is just amazing to me that it's the number one video source out there. It's like the number 2 search engine, which is not even a search engine.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, how many daily viewers? It's just nuts the amount of people that are using it, that are posting, that are whatever, and all the advertiser money and all the, whatever else. It's crazy. But then you think about their operating costs and how much it must cost to have these servers, and I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me that they don't make any money.
And that's, yeah. And they're doing a lot of clever things like that YouTube TV. I haven't started it yet because I know if I do start it, I'm not going to stop. Cuz I watch an incredible amount of YouTube. When I'm working and stuff, it's perfect cuz you can.
Yeah.
What I don't do is watch Sketch Zone. You should though. If you guys
the reason I didn't get YouTube TV is because they've parted ways with Amazon, and now you can't watch it on the Amazon Fire Stick. You can't get Amazon Prime on there. You can't, you got to have all these like 8 different devices to do anything anymore. It's starting to get a little.
It's because all those companies are starting to all look alike.
Yeah.
Even like Apple got into creating content, which, if you think about it, it competes with what Netflix is doing and with what Amazon is doing. And then Amazon got into hardware, which competes with what Apple and Google are doing. So all these guys are starting to compete, and yet again, they all get upset with each other, and for a little while, we as the consumer end up having to pay the price because they're, arguing with each other. It seems most modern internet companies don't make any profit, but just try to get people addicted to the service. But I guess it has to change at some point. Dave, that's a really good point. But one of the things that people like these oh, he needs an umbrella. One of the things that is the streaming anywhere on desktop. Yeah, if you go to youtube.com/sketchzonepodcast, it should show you. And Beast at Bay, you should have gotten an alert. If you don't get an alert, make sure that you're subscribed, and then that way, when we do come on,
we can make our $10.
Yeah, $10 every 2.5 years. But there's a lot of companies out here that they start developing their ideas specifically to get bought out.
Yeah.
So they don't really care. They want people to get addicted to their service for the single reason that hopefully they'll get bought out one day, and then all of a sudden they have all this data collected on specific people that are using their. You have to click the little bell next to subscribe to get alerts as well. Oh, yeah. So what Dave said is when you click subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/SketchZone Podcast, click the little bell and it'll actually let you know when we come on live. We try to come on every Thursday. Every once in a while, we'll do a different show at a different time, but we'll let you guys know as soon as we can, because we've been working on getting some international guests, and some folks that just can't do it in the middle of the night.
Which is understandable.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of these companies that just want you to, for example, Instagram. Instagram wasn't really making a ton of money. They were collecting a bunch of users. And then what happened was Facebook bought them and integrated all that stuff. And yeah, which is cool. I mean, I'm down. It's fine. I need to change notification setting to get it to show up on my phone. Thanks, guys. Oh, no worries, Steve. I'm glad you could jump in. I just realized you've got to click the bell next to the subscribed. Welcome, Shiloh. So yeah, so if you guys are just logging in, we were going to do a show, and our featured guest was going to be the one and only Charlie B. Williams III. We are going to get to know Charlie a little bit better. And we're actually going to do that with all of us, me, Jack, and Charlie. And because a lot of people have been asking for us to basically to interview each other. And so that's going to happen. But Charlie got stuck at work. And so, yeah, Steve. And one of the other things that we would like to do is figure out a way to get, I don't know if it would be like a weekend session or whatever, but actually getting creepy. What is it? Creepy.
Creepy scarecrow.
I've been drawing this entire time and didn't even save. Save to the desktop right now. Yeah, because it'd be cool to actually be drawing and talking to a lot of you guys. Yeah. So this week's fun prompt is a creepy scarecrow. But yeah, like I was saying, Charlie got stuck at work, and so every time something like that happens, Jack and I jump on the chance to sit and draw together. So if any of you guys that are watching on YouTube or even on Instagram and you guys want to jump on YouTube, if you guys want to jump in and come and talk to us, let us know. We'll let you in. And we can fun prompt together. It's drawings like this that always get me in trouble. I always get, Carlos, you always take it one step too far. To which I say, oh well.
That's when you say, should have taken it further.
Nice lettering, Jack.
Oh, yeah. I love me some good text. There's a whole bunch of series of guys on on Instagram. If you type in like typography or calligraphy, that these guys, it's just some of that stuff blows me away. These guys, especially the ones that do it old school with like chalk or like,
yeah,
and it's just like perfect. It looks better than digital.
Yeah. And if you guys are into typography, and same happened to me, Landon. If you guys are into typography and fontography and just really good design, check out Design Recharge with Diane Gibbs. I try to watch her show. It's every Wednesday afternoon for me, or no, late morning for me, because it usually ends right around when I go grab some lunch. But she talks to a lot of those guys, a lot of the people in the typography world, and design and illustration and stuff like that. It's a great show. She's been doing that show for a long time. She's been on the show too.
Always do that. Every time, man.
Huh.
There we go.
Do we have Shiloh on Instagram?
And is there?
He's on Instagram and YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. People say you don't ever want to meet your heroes. I say, nay, I want to meet them.
That is one warty corncob.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Yikes.
And another thing I've noticed is I've tried really hard to draw more in Photoshop, but Photoshop just doesn't make not that it doesn't make sense, but it just sketchbook just kind of is the bee's knees for me.
I really like Photoshop for like finishing stuff and doing kind of extra effects and some certain types of paintwork, but for just plain old drawing, it tends to get in the way. I agree.
And then you got folks like Shiloh that are like, stop your crying.
This is true.
Shiloh just kills it in Photoshop.
It's like, I'm using Microsoft Excel. Get out of here with your complaints.
He's like, yeah, you'd be able to draw if you didn't suck.
It's a sad artist who blames his tools.
Well,
or so they say.
Yeah. Shiloh, the thing about Sketchbook Pro, I think they just call it Sketchbook now, but
they do, yeah.
The thing about Sketchbook is the pencil is unbeatable. It's just so, and I know I always say that every time we do one of these and I talk about Sketchbook.
It is good. It is really nice.
Amazing.
It has a really good feel to it.
I wonder if there's any studios out there that use Sketchbook Pro or Sketchbook for any of their work.
I mean, there's got to be, yeah.
And then the I know I've talked about this before too, but they're hey, Jerry Dunham is here. What's up, Jerry? The Flipbook, you can do an animation.
Yeah, you know what? That's what got me back onto it. I was using Sketchbook Pro a couple of years ago and liked
Back
it.
when they called it Sketchbook Pro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know what happened. I just kind of stopped using it. I kind of lost a little interest in it. But then you were actually over and showing me the animation frame by frame 2D stuff. And I was like, that's brilliant.
That's it.
It's so close to being production ready and just perfect in every way. All they got to do is just figure out a way to get even proxy or temp placeholder audio in there and we'd be set. Because it's just so simple and it gets out of your way and it just lets you draw. And then because of that, I kind of got back onto it for just drawing.
Yeah.
So there. I've done a few little silly animations, nothing great, but I would like to polish up those skills.
I've played with it, with trying to find a sounds great. It's cheap. Yeah.
Super cheap.
It's like they went to a subscription based model, but it's only like $60 a month
for the
the
whole year.
Yeah. What is it?
And if you get the subscription, you get the desktop version, which has the animation setting and a couple other features, and it also gives you the mobile version, which is pretty slick too.
I've been wanting to try. Steve Carrillo asked anyone a fan of Clip Studio Paint. There are a ton of people that I know that I talk to. People like not everyone in the Webcomic Alliance, but
yeah,
I think a lot of them use Clip Studio Paint, and apparently the Clip Studio Paint app for what you call it, for iPad, way to make it awkward. One of my buddies from when I was still in Chicago, he just logged in.
The corn wang.
And he saw the corn wang and he said, I joined at an odd time and I see a corn wang. Way to make it awkward. Miss you, buddy. Miss you too. We used to have so much fun. But yeah, at least it's a drawing that makes people feel awkward. This guy, it
is a creepy scarecrow.
He my friend that I used to work with in Chicago, he would get these. It was like that pad that you can put on the wall and you can just stick your iPhone to it. And it's not magnetized or anything. So he did that, but like in the shower. And he was like, you want to talk about creepy? He's like sudsing himself up and he's staring into the phone. You're like, okay, you're nasty.
He's like live streaming that.
It was on Instagram.
Well, all right then.
It wasn't a live stream, so you could go back and watch it all over and over and over again.
Okay.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But now that I did,
yeah, but now that I did. So if you go to sketchbook.com, it might be different. Yeah, the iOS. That's what that's what I was talking about before I was rudely interrupted. Reposted, and yes, you did, and you are fucking welcome, sir. Sketchbook Pro, $60 a month, and that includes not just a desktop version, but all the mobile versions too. And the mobile versions are amazing.
They are pretty.
To Steve's point, Steve is talking about the iOS version. Feels like having Photoshop on your iPad. Yeah, I keep hearing. Yeah. And the interface is basically the same.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it's about as close as you can come to Photoshop without getting too clunky. Because I mean, you're like a big fan of AstroPad, yeah? Like, how do you feel about using Photoshop on that?
With AstroPad,
yeah,
I like it. It gets the job done if you are not in front of your Cintiq. And it works. You have to get used to, there's a slight delay, not a delay, more than, what do you guys use to not have your I have this guy. I have this little glove thing. So why do you work on Instagram is asking, what do you guys use to not have your hand interfere with the stylus? Yeah, one of these glove things actually helps a lot. This Cintiq is actually touchscreen too, but I turned off the touchscreen because sometimes it just gets on my nerves. Sometimes it touches when I don't want it to. And then we were talking about AstroPad. When you're drawing an app with AstroPad, it gives you this line. It's almost like a little chain that links the cursor to where the Apple Pencil is. And that's basically the software is doing the math behind where it's sending the information that you're doing to the iPad. Or yeah, the iPad is sending the information to the computer and then relaying it back and showing you what's happening. So there's a lot of information that's being transferred in a short amount of time. So there's a little bit of a, I would say, kind of a lag, but lag is almost the wrong word for it. But if you're out and about, or there'll be some times where I just need to get away from my desk, but I still need to work. I'll be downstairs in front of the computer, in front of the TV. And okay, how is this supposed to work? I just literally painted myself in a corner. I don't know what I'm doing here. But yeah, it works really well. And then they have that company who does AstroPad. They actually did a Kickstarter for this other tool that they have coming out soon. I forget what it's called, Luma or Luna or something like that.
I think it is Luna.
Yeah. So I kicked in on that Kickstarter too. And then what that is, it's basically the thing that's goofy about, if you could even say that it's goofy, but the thing that doesn't really make too much sense. That's the wrong way to say it too. When you're using Astropad, it's a mirrored screen. So whatever you're drawing on your iPad, it's exactly what's happening on the computer. But this Luna thing, it actually extends the desktop, so you can actually have it mirror or you can have it extend. And then that way you can have, you know, whatever it is on your computer screen. And then just have like whatever else you want happening on the iPad. So I kicked in for that. It seems like it would be somewhat helpful, especially like when you're trying to get like, for example, here, if you guys are watching on Instagram, there's a lot of area to draw on, and the panels kind of stay out of the way. All of these panels stay out of the way if you're watching on YouTube too. Oh, it's not showing the panels. But anyway, all of the panels and the brush palettes and stuff like that all tend to get all of the real estate. And so you run out of space to draw very quickly. So with this Luna thing, you can extend the desktop so you can have all the palettes on your computer and then come back and draw on the iPad part of the display. And yeah. I wonder, he should have a tie. Let's do that. So
hey, meanwhile, Laker sketched a couple of creepy scarecrows on the fly and is sent to the Sketchzone Insta message.
Oh, cool.
I love the live feedback. It's cool.
He did that even before we posted the fun prompt announcement. Good on you. Meanwhile, Laker's been killing it too, man. His stuff is very cool. We should get Charlie to do a 3D environment one of these days.
I know. I've been hoping he would do that. I think that would be cool just to see a speed model.
Charlie be like, "You don't get that for free." I'm like, "Bitch, I got $25." It's funny how just simply talking and working out an idea turns into such filth. I just wanted to do a scarecrow with a creepy look in his face, spinning around, looking over his shoulder. All of a sudden, I have
Yeah, this is true.
I have corn cob Kenny here.
That's all you. I don't know where the corn cob came from. Don't try to blame that on our conversation.
You are a bad influence, sir. Rage K, welcome. Yeah, it's so the Sketch Zone fun prompt of the week is a creepy scarecrow. And so I have a scarecrow who's being really creepy at the bar, is talking to the hot air popcorn popper. And I probably need to mature one of these days. Steve Carrillo said it's a Louis C.K. situation. Laker Craig, haha, corn on the knob. See what happens when your special guests cancel on you? Turns into filth. You stopped your screen share.
Yeah, I gotta do some file browsing real quick.
Ah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, actually I have to be better at that. I don't realize that there's a lot of people that can look at all my files and stuff. But it's not like I have anything to hide. I do have some really cool things that are happening. I can't wait to being able to talk about those. I got to get a little bit more work done though. That knob, though. That's the new hashtag. Hashtag that knob, though. He needs an umbrella. How can we put that there? Let me sketch that out real quick. Pencil. Gotta get out my pencil. Bam. Actually, they're fancy like this. They go like this.
Ooh, yeah.
He's not just your run-of-the-mill cheap-ass scarecrow. This guy, he's got some dollars. He streams live on YouTube.
Oh no.
YouTube is like, we just kicked you off just because we have no good reason except you're a moron. Look at that. That's an umbrella, son. I'm not gonna lie. That's not half bad. Sometimes I surprise myself.
Sometimes you arouse yourself. I don't know what's going on over
there. Oh boy.
Just don't know.
Just craving popcorn. Oh, Jesus.
Want butter on that?
That interrupts there, so let's do this. Yeah, that's good like that. We're drawing. And no one on Twitch is watching because Charlie's not here. That's even an interesting revenue stream, being able to stream on Twitch. But it just seems like on Twitch, and you guys in the chat room, let me know your thoughts. But it seems like streaming on Twitch is just a lot of work.
Yeah, you guys have kind of a hard time setting that up.
When I do my single art streams, it's pretty easy. Because it's just me and I already have everything set up. So basically all you have to do is hit go live, and then it goes and everything is fine. It starts getting tricky when you have multiple inputs. And then you have to set up all the layouts and stuff. And then, you know, who's talking? Do you want to switch the switch the preview to that. And I haven't even checked out Twitch videos. Sketch on Twitch videos. I should probably do a better job of that, but I know Charlie's been going bananas. He loves it, and he gets to set things up, and he moves things, and it's at a different angle, and the transitions, and blah blah blah. Something tells me that Charlie probably keeps the camera on Charlie. And so we get to talk bad about him. He's going to come back later. He's be like, I watched the show, right? Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. The angles on this are off, but it is a cartoon, I guess.
The angle of the dangle.
The dangle angle. Another thing I really, really like about Sketchbook, and I do believe we've talked about this before, you hit the space bar and you get to rotate, zoom, and pan.
Uh-huh.
Oh, something so simple.
That is magic. I do like the navigation of Sketchbook Pro.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little distracting to be trying to draw and have the phone in the way, because I have the phone right between me and the Cintiq.
Yeah, has anybody out there figured out a solution to that? Because I was trying to do some Instagram streaming and I couldn't. Because I've seen artists who live stream their like pen and paper ink drawing and stuff, and they always have a camera set up, and I just like, how does Jake Parker set it up? But I guess it just must be like off to the side, like kind of at an angle now.
Probably. I actually had something set up, but it was a thing of magnificence. I had a tripod clamped down to the desk with an extension, and then the phone was basically just hovering over whatever it was that I was drawing. And it seemed to be cool, and it worked really well actually. But it takes a couple minutes to get set up, and then so it's definitely not for, oh hey, Charlie's stuck at work, we should draw, right? I need a couple more couple more minutes than that.
Yeah. Mm.
And we're gonna go live again.
So, time limit on Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an hour, but
Well, that means we're at 2
haven't
hours.
Yeah, I guess we have been drawing.
We
for
are at 2 hours.
Huh, crazy. Come on. Okay, so then it's Thursday night, so I wonder if Ombre McSteez is probably at
The drink and draw.
at the drink and draw. He's hanging out with Schlong Lord.
He would appreciate this one.
We're gonna have to tag him in this one. And it is almost like a drink and draw.
I'm drinking.
What do you think this Scarecrow's pickup line is? I have the answer. I just want to see what you would say.
Well, hang on, let me think about this.
Look at you with the halftone.
Yes, son.
God,
Get my halftones on. I had to
know
switch to
what it is?
Photoshop for that.
you know what it is to be in the between you and Shiloh. Y'all guys just make me happy. I know you.
Let's see, a pickup line for a scarecrow.
Can I give you mine?
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if I can top that, actually.
You want some blood? So good.
That is pretty good.
You trying to butter me up. Let's do this. Oops. We should do these more often. Not necessarily just on Thursday nights.
It's a good idea. I agree. Shiloh, we gotta get you on. I know you say you're not much for the camera, but you just show your screen and then you don't even have to say anything.
Oh,
mainly because Carlos and I want to just watch you draw and steal your work.
Yeah, we want to be able to take credit for it. It sounded like you said Charlie, but you said Shiloh. Yeah, we want to. He said, "Haha, yeah, maybe." Don't you tease us, sir. We just want to take credit for your success. That's how we do. Okay, I need to fix this. This is off. Maybe not too bad though. Yep, that's horrible. He says a lot of pressure. You guys have done a great job today.
Thanks, buddy.
And not for anything, Shiloh, but meanwhile, Laker said, "Fark, yeah." Shiloh up there.
People want to see you.
Dudes. Thanks, meanwhile, Laker. Yeah, we're gonna get you. We're gonna try to get you on here too. You know who else is probably will probably be able to get on? That G Lowry.
Oh yeah, we should.
G Lowry illustration, Instagram.com/G Lowry. He said he'd be down too. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can get like Shiloh. I think G Lowry. I think his name is Graham.
Yes, it is. You're right.
And then maybe even meanwhile Laker, get all you guys on here so we can just BS a little bit.
So we can steal all kinds of work.
Be a blast. Yeah, so we can.
That would be
all your work.
That would be cool. Just swap techniques, swap stories, doodle some drawings, and
yeah. Yeah. That's we've always tried to figure out tricky ways to get folks to draw more. We need more drawers. Who was it? I knew someone that you would say, "Are you drawing?"
Drawing?
Yeah. DRAWL. I'm like, Beep-beep-boo. Everyone watching right now, when you're drawing and you're doing your Sketch Zone fun prompt, do you guys listen to music at all? Oh, cool. Meanwhile, Laker says he's down too.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Maybe we can do like a weekend sketch prompt.
That's a good idea.
Just get fun. It starts to get tricky because folks end up having kids. I know Shiloh has, I think Shiloh has a couple of kids.
Charlie's got about 17 of them.
Right. Shiloh says safety in numbers. Yes, that's what we're after. He says music or podcasts, and Steve Carrillo said music helps. Yeah, I agree.
See, I'm one of the oddballs. I don't like a lot of music. It tends to just distract me, and I can usually do instrumental, like,
Yeah.
non-lyric, something either classical, ambient, or like some techno type of, I don't know, some sort of that type of thing. But I almost can never do anything with lyrics. And podcasts, I just end up like not listening to podcasts, and I find myself rewinding like every 5 minutes. Like, wait, what did he say? And then I'm not drawing.
Yeah, I get it.
So for me, the podcasts are in the car.
Steve says just beats. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, that's helpful because if I know the words, I'll end up singing. And then yeah. And then people start telling me to shut up, and
then you say, screw you, I'm going to do an animation of me singing.
Yeah, and then
next to Mariah Carey
in the car and sing with Mariah Carey.
As you should. Because that chick can't remember her own damn lyrics.
Here's something cool. Shiloh says, I work with 6 other illustrators. It's half. 3 of us listen to stuff and others don't like anything. Yeah, I can get down both ways. I'm just a loud person, so I need I need something. But if I'm in a situation where it's just going to be obnoxious to have music or podcasts or anything, then I don't have anything. It doesn't bother me either way. But yeah, this is something kind of neat for those guys, for those of you that have seen Carlos's cartoon karaoke. That actually got me some work. Yeah, something that was like, well, I have my imaginary friends in the car with me. That actually got me some work. So that was very cool.
I mean, that's the best. That's totally the best when that happens. I mean, that kind of makes, it's like a reminder of why you're doing it and what you're working towards. And then also like just validation that you're doing something that people want.
Hey, thanks. Meanwhile, thanks for checking in. He's got to get going, but yeah, we'll reach out. We'll see if we can't plan something. It'd be really cool to get folks together, be all creative and such.
Yeah, we are creeping on 2.5. I might have to close out pretty soon.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know if people are going to want to watch us drawing for 2.5 hours. Thanks, YouTube. All right, let's see. I think my line work is going to have to be done for now. I will. The one thing I wish they would figure out
I wish they would.
that they would figure out with Sketchbook is being able to use, like in in Procreate, you can use a layer as a guide layer.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
Yeah. So right now I was about to get into the coloring part, but
And I wish
now what you have to do is I have to take this ink layer, copy it, or duplicate it, and then go in with the colors, which is not horrible, but it's not the coolest way to do it. What am I doing? This.
And I'm sure it's some complicated algorithm to achieve, but I really wish some program would figure out a way to allow you to use the lines as like painting border masks. You know, it's like a mask, but it knows to stay inside the line. Kind of how the paint bucket works, but better. And like it can kind of be live, you know, so you can kind of paint right up to the edge and it senses that there's an enclosed shape.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how it would work, but
that needs to be darker. Oops. Oh man. You know, you go to art school. You have a career working on some really cool stuff. And it all boils down to having a corn cob coming out of your Johnson.
I just wanted to be a 12-year-old again.
Oh, man. Ooh. What color would his hands be?
Bag colored. Burlap bag.
Burlap bag. All right. So that would be like a yellowy, kind of browny, kind of a little bit more orange than that. How about that? Let's see what that looks like. Shan't we?
Shan't we?
And these little pucks too. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can't. These little pucks here, these color pucks.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I wanted to darken up this red. So if I alt tap, I pick up that color red. If I want it darker, I just drag down. If I want it lighter, I drag up. Oh, come on, son. And then you can mess with the saturation if you go left and right. Dude. Come on.
They know what's up.
And then this puck here, if you drag to the right, it makes your brush bigger. Drag to the left, it makes it smaller. If you drag up, it increases the opacity. Drag down, it decreases the opacity. Come on, son. You kidding me?
That's where it's at.
It's stuff like that that makes me have a face like that right there. Be like, you thought of it all. Ting.
Shout out to Jeff Coates with his his nonstop funny Trump drawings.
Oh, dude.
They crack me up. They just, he's got them doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
He's turned into just like straight political cartoonist. It's really funny.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What happened here? Dude, the blue went out of the lines for some reason. Ugh.
See, that's what I mean. They need to figure out
I hate when that happens. See, I almost have to start from scratch with the colors now. Dag nabbit. This is what we're going to do. Duplicate. Come back here. Grab this color. Hide. Poof.
duplicate.
Yeah, we're good. Boop. 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 I was laughing because I was working on a sketch prompt on Twitch, and Shiloh was watching, and I was like, "Yeah, I think we need to be done." And he wrote, "Done, son." I lost it. I cracked up so hard. Done, son.
It's about time for me to close out.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm ready for bed myself. It sucks because I'm on a roll now. And I want to finish. But the bed be calling my name. That bed be calling my name. Boop, 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 boop. Huh.
Your drawing is just it's...
He's happy. He's living life to the fullest.
I like those little knees in there. I didn't realize those were...
You see classy.
It's classy.
Oh man,
nice lady.
Desaturate that a little bit, a little bit. There we go. And that, my friends, is why you want to use desaturate. Because when I first put that little blue in there, it was super bright. Ain't nobody got time for that.
He's got capris on.
Hell yeah, he does. Oh, you know what? We got to come in here and do this.
Working that popcorn machine hard.
Hey, girl. There. Boop. And then we light.
You should offset it like it's refracted.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Do like that.
This is why they pay me the big bucks, $25.
Thanks, YouTube. And then that goes a little bit lighter, a little less saturated. And then we hit that like this. Yeah, son. Look at that.
Hit it. Hit it like this.
You got to hit that.
There used to be this guy I used to watch on YouTube do these Maya tutorials. And he'd be like, all right, yeah, so okay, I'm gonna put down this dynamic cube, and then I'm gonna hit it with some gravity. Bam, hit it. Oh, hit it with the gravity. And he was like,
what's going on, Beer Run Bobby? This hat needs to be, what if we go a little more brown like that? Buyout. Yeah, buddy. I love it when a plan comes together.
you're gonna get flagged on Instagram. Inappropriate behavior.
I'll be like, wait a minute, it's corn. He's corny. It's a corny joke.
It's not porn, it's corn.
Beer Run Bobby said, dude, is that herpy dick?
It is a little it is a little close to his skin color, so it makes it look
What's that one song? Cause I'm a little herpified. What? Make you move side to side. What?
oh no.
That's not a song. That's not a song at all. I need a proper button color. There we go. Let's see. He said, that's not corn. Not at all.
well, on Instagram, it looks even more just like his skin color. It just
really?
doesn't even look like corn.
All right, we're gonna have to go bright yellow then.
You can add a little green husk. I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's what that looks like.
Oh no. He needs to do some manscaping.
Before we weren't gonna get what just happened? Okay. All right, let's merge that down. Right? No. Not yet. I have to erase. And this is why I like drawing in public, because it always turns out so much better.
Oh dear.
I can't wait for Charlie to be like, okay, look.
Pause.
What happens? Right? What happens when I leave?
This is what happens when Charlie leaves.
Nobody told you to have a real job. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Twisted Animator.
Yeah. It's I have a lot of the Beer Run Bobby. I have a lot of the lip syncing done for the guy, and the girl is gonna be pretty soon. But yeah, man, I am cracking up. So no, we can wait to talk about that later. This is one of the announcements. Me and Beer Run Bobby are working on some things together, and it's
Ooh. You fancy.
gonna be hilarious. Oh, you missed the fancy pants.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Hilarious. Is that the same color? What color is straws?
A brownish, yellowish, gold.
But at the club,
Oh, straws. Oh, a straw. You can make it any old color. Red, striped, green.
Let's make it a dark red. See what that looked like. Booyah. And then this little thing is going to be like, whoa, what just happened there? Let's go to the pen tool. That's super bright.
All right, it is time for me to sign off.
All right, kid.
That was good fun. Thanks, y'all.
If you're watching on YouTube, I think I'm going to keep drawing on Pimpstagram.
You can leave the YouTube running.
Yeah, I guess I could, huh?
Up to you.
I'm just.
But if, as usual, if you're looking to find me, I'm at sketchbookjack.com and Sketchbook Jack on the Instagrams. I've been in the Sketch Zone live feed, and Sketchbook Jack everywhere else.
Bam. Thank you, sir, for coming and hanging out. That
was good fun. It actually made me participate.
We've been getting some really cool feedback, and it's not even over with yet.
Yeah, I'm excited to get those guys on. I'm gonna hold you to it. So
yeah, so we will reach out. Make sure that you're following everyone. So what we can do is I'll reach out to you, Shiloh, Meanwhile Laker, and Graham. I think all of those guys are down under too. But I'll reach out to you guys, and then everyone will be following everyone else, and then that way we can coordinate. Because I think that would be, selfishly speaking, I think that would be fantastic for me.
no, it'd be awesome for everybody. I think that'd be a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Sketchstone Nation. And we will catch you this time next week.
On the flipper side. Yes. Excellente.
All right.
All right. Take care, boy.
Good night.
Sketch Zone Nation. Yeah, usually if you're watching on Instagram, usually we have an entire show on YouTube and actually Twitch as well. And we talk to some really cool, talented folks. And we've had a lot of really cool people on the show. It's just really cool to be able to reach out and connect with like-minded individuals and teams. Actually, we've had the team of the Brother Man Comics team on the show in the past, which was just a blessing for me. Are you not doing what I want? Okay, there we go. So yeah. And we have a lot of really cool stuff. I can't wait to announce. So yeah, Bobby, I'm working, dude. I'm trying to get some quality stuff put together so we come out just like a house on fire. Because I think the work that you've already put into it is just magnificent. And I'm just excited that we got together. And I'm gonna, nope, that's the wrong color. Or it's not. We don't know. You know why? Because we don't care. Maybe he does have blue shoelaces. This is a judge-free zone, son. We do what we want. All right, I do think I'm going to wrap up the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, please do us a favor, subscribe, and follow us. We're Sketch Zone Podcast pretty much everywhere. Instagram, we're on Twitter and everything. You can go to sketch.zone and see all of the previous shows that we've had. We've had a lot of really cool folks on there. What else? Oh, me. I'm Coconut Justice. You can go to coconutjustice.com, carlosrgomez.com, Coconut Justice all over the internet. So just do a search for that and you'll find me. You'll probably see a lot more stuff like this here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, go to patreon.com/coconutjustice and you'll see what's up there. The possibilities of hanging out and doing cool things and actually being mentioned on the show as a producer. We try to bring eyeballs to everyone in the community. It's not just about us, it's about the community and connecting creative folks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, YouTube, I'll see you later. Instagram, I'm still going to be traveling. No, that's you guys. I'm still going to be on Instagram. All right, y'all, have a good week.